and welcome to good company. I will start by changing into the save that we have. We were in the middle of a campaign, and we were trying to figure out how to do Charlie's comeback. So it seems we've already mastered having at least 3 products to going to the outgoing zone, researched a new module, and crafted at least 3 modules of the tier 2. And just to remind everybody, we have research with tiers 1 and 2. We've researched everything that we have so far. So it's time for product design, it seems. So designing a new product involves choosing a set of modules. These modules will determine the product's specific features and drawbacks. Give it a try. Set up a design desk and create a blueprint for a new product. Okay. To be fair, I would love... Oh, he wants the chair that has a built-in television. But but for now, we are trying to earn 1,000 Gs with a new product. Okay. So let's see. It says to set up a design desk, but I happen to know that this last update, there is no need to go to the design desk. You can just open here. So, this particular one, the calculator, has single cell batteries and LED arrays. So we want to do a new calculator. And let's just use the simple case as well. Well, I don't know. There are some features, and it takes up some space on the shelf, and the wooden case takes up more space on the shelf. I guess the drawbacks is the weight. Well, doesn't seem to know exactly. So the weight is 0.1. That's also weight 0.1. Okay, let's try doing it with a wooden casing. So we'll do the wooden casing. So it gives, okay, so the difference is the possible layouts. Okay. Ooh. Let's do a stretch. Does that, no, it doesn't affect the layout. Okay, and then we'll do our LED array. This is for viewing. See up here, display fidelity. Seems that it can take another one. And then we had the battery stack, which is the tier 2. Let's see. Okay, so this has a market bill of 4.4 and a maximum price of 700. I'm wondering if we just have to sell for 1,000 G in total, or if it has to be able to sell for 1,000 G. If it has to be able to sell for 1,000 G, I have no idea how to do it. But let's call it the Woody calc. And we can finish our design. So now we have 2 calculators, this one and that one. Let's, okay, so this assembly desk creates one type. We'll do another assembly desk for the other type, I think, so that we can still make money from the type we're used to. Okay, so we'll put a corner shelf here and a corner shelf here. Like over here on the other side, we learned that having them straight at the table means they just turn around, and this lady has to, or this man, no, lady, I was right the first time, Becky, she has to walk to the shelf and back. So it's not actually very effective. Well, anyway, a Woody calc. And we will set up the logistics. It has a hotkey of 2. Yes, I remember now. So we'll say everything goes into here. So now what will happen, and then we'll go, output will go to that one, and that output will go to there. Maybe. over there. Okay, there we go. So, all right, they will fit 9, I guess. Oh, it's because that one takes 15. Let's scale that down a little bit so that they can both take up the bandwidth of 12. Okay, so now this one will tell us what we need in order to make this thing. So we need something like the LED arrays from this shelf. We need from this shelf the battery stack. We need from this shelf the wooden case. Okay, so now this guy, because he's in the, because the shelves are within his logistic range, he will carry them here. So now we have 2 different batteries using the LED array. So I think it might be a good idea to create a second desk. So I'll just move this guy along a little bit. There we go. And then I'll add a second desk in that will have the same access, exact same access as this guy to the shelf. I'll put him as an LED array. I will do the logistics saying you take your stuff from there and you bring your stuff to there. And then we hire a person to make LED arrays. And we hire a person to work at that assembly desk. I've set it up in my settings in the game so that when I use logistics, the screen doesn't pause, because I find that I can show you. If I turn this off and then resume, so let's say I'm standing over here and I want to do logistics where I'm dragging something from here to this other room. I can't actually see this shelf, or maybe I can, but then I can't see the other shelf because yeah, it doesn't sort of let me walk the screen. So what I did was in the settings, I turned it off so that it does not pause on logistics mode, which means that when I walk around, when I do this, I can continue walking around, which I couldn't do before. Also, another thing they changed is up here. It's locking the camera on the player. You can actually turn that off. In that case, you can just move the camera around, look everywhere, and not care about where your character is standing. On the other hand, if I want to go to this, I'll have to say move to, and then I'll move there. So yeah, there's some fun things with the camera that's going on. Let's see. Okay, she's now lacking these ones because they're not being produced fast enough. Okay, I don't understand. Why is it so slow to produce these? Okay, I think perhaps we'll need to hire another employee that can carry stuff around. Maybe that's the problem. Because there seems to be stuff on this shelf. And they are going there. Yes. And they're going there. So I don't know. Okay. Maybe it was just the carrying stuff around that was the problem. Now the other guy is lacking something. Okay, so let's see. Does it say somewhere how can we see the... Oh, assembly time is 4 seconds and 7 seconds. Okay. So assembly time for this stuff over here is 10 seconds. Okay, so we need many more production stuff to keep up. Okay, but we managed to do the 1000 Gs. So Carrie, is that her name? Well, she says, superb work. Charlie would be proud of you. Too bad my old boss isn't around anymore to see this. Rest in peace, Charlie. Let's talk about basic research data. Basic research data is generated by using modules on an analysis desk. Please note that any modules you use for this are consumed in the process. Your next step is to place an analysis desk and sample at least 8 basic research data from any module type of your choosing. Wow, this all sounds like one of those sci-fi movies you used to watch. I can't wait to tell your mother. I'm sure your wife will be delighted, and you should be too. We're close to having Charlie's circuits back on track. Okay, I'll just remove some of these things. Research desk. The design desk is actually also in here. We never know if you'll need it back again, but it's underneath assembly. There's the design desk. So I guess we can plop one down just because they told us to. Just so you can all see what it looks like. Actually, I'll just... And then in here you can actually go and do your designs. Okay, so they needed us to do a analysis desk. Put one there. And I will put a shelf so that the stuff that we are going to break into pieces can go there. I am wondering. I'm wondering if I should just go and grab some stuff. This lady seems to have a lot of single cell batteries and a lot of simple cases. So I'll grab some of her stuff. I'll go to this analysis deck and say simple cases and single cell batteries. I'll walk over there. And I will, I don't know. It's at 8 points, right? Or is it 8 things? Each of these are 4 points. So I guess we'll try and see if it's 8 points or 8 modules. I seem to be standing with my back towards the... That's strange. So this is the analysis desk, which I seem to be ignoring by standing with my back to it. Oh well, I'm sure that will be fixed. So, okay, so it seemed 4 points gave me... So one thing gave me 4 points. Yeah.
Newsflash, get your eyes and ears ready. Another company has dug itself out of a difficult situation. Kudos to the CEO.
I love this guy. Hot stuff. So perhaps this is a good time to stop this particular episode of streaming. Or yeah, I think we will stop. Thanks for following me. Bye.